Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to It's Enter the Gungeon, but I am standing inside of the breach technically, so that makes sense. Let's play a convict run. If we need a warm-up run, a warm-up convict run is right up my alley. Sawed-off shotgun, weirdo pistol. Well, not if we were doing the alt skin for the convict, which I never do because I like the default convict. I like being a prisoner of the evil. Are they evil? The hegemony of man? Oh, Jesus, Ed Weirdo. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime resub. Hit that button to subscribe, and thank you, Ed Weirdo. I think it's Ed Weirdo. It's Ed Weird 00, but I think it's O. That's what I would say. That's my guess. What did we play as yesterday? The pilot on our warm-up run. You know me, I love the convict. I just love the sawed-off shotgun. You might think to yourself, hey Abe, why do you like the convict so much? The starting passive doesn't really do that much. Technically, if you're playing Gungeon well, I'm not gonna say correctly, but if you're playing it well, you should never ever get hit. But it's more of the play style of the convict that I'm in love with. I love that sawed-off shotgun, close encounters, nothing personnel, kid. Blast him away with the sawed-off gameplay. That's what I love. It is indeed Ed Weirdo, I just couldn't get it. That makes sense. I'm rather fortunate myself that, for the most part, my screen name isn't taken. You know, I have this name on Twitch, I have this name on YouTube. Those are the big two. I don't have this name on Twitter. So my screen name, my handle for Twitter is AbeClancy LP. I don't really do, well, I mean, I'm playing the game, so let's play. I say that I have the Twitter one, let's be honest. I never post anything to Twitter. I'm just not a Twitter boy, you know? I got nothing to tweet. Oh, I'm burning. I got nothing to tweet. What do people tweet on Twitter? Pictures of themselves in a long line at the grocery store? It just all seems so contrite. Contrived? Like, no one cares. I don't go to Twitter to you know, see pictures of people's, you know, Kraft macaroni and cheese dinners. Another night alone. I'm joking here. Except for the part where I don't actually go to Twitter. But I'm just not a big tweeter. Twitter boy versus WhatsApp man. I'm not a WhatsApp guy. I mean, I freaking don't even post to the Discord that it's my Discord. I should really do that, shouldn't I? Just go up to the Discord and just start posting my own day. Would you like to see pictures of my meals when I cook? Doing another food prep today, ladies and germs. I hate the Trigger Twins. I don't know how to use Twitter either. I don't know the rules for like response posting and tagging people. I just never cared. I wish I'd stopped you inside of the fire. This is not how you want to handle Trigger Twins. You want to focus one of them, but I'm also just doing what I can with what I got. Okay, good time to move. Oh God, I thought he was gonna hit me for some reason. I thought he had like an infinite dash attack. I was like, what the heck? No, he's just garbage. All right, come on, Trigger Twin. I feel like I've had to concentrate on this fight more than normal, even though it is the hardest damn fight. Ugh. Tangler. Dude, I love it. I love the Tangler. I'm extremely happy with the payout we got there. Now I gotta catch up on chat. Twitter boy versus ICQ grandpa. People on Twitter tweet controversial opinions and questionable things about the age of consent, says Bubonic Lettuce. That seems like a place I don't want to be then. Abe, you're opening up a can of worms, says Quark. Am I going fishing? Japanese Twitter is entirely food pictures and gotcha drops. The judge, the light belt blaster. Well, you know what? I think we're going to go to the oubliette because why not? So I'm not gonna open up the red chest. If it was a black chest, I would open it. But for a red chest, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna pop it. We might get lucky, you know, you might get like a good junk out of it or something. Abe, what we need is an OnlyFans. I need a guarantee that I'll be able to, you know, pay rent when I do OnlyFans, because I'm a guy. I'll get kicked off of Twitch if I do that. Still waiting on that chair construction stream, says Mud. That'll be for the next chair. This chair is not the best. It's been good on my butt for the past, you know, year or however long it's been since I've had it, but it's not the best, most comfortable chair anymore. One of these days, what I just need is I need to spend like $200 or $300 and get like a real chair, like something that's gonna last for a long time, that has like proper back support or anything like that, instead of just getting, you know, the cheapo thing from Staples, because it's something I can access immediately. There's something to be said about quality. Now, what I really need is a sponsor. I need PewDiePie's Gaming Chairs Incorporated, Limited, LMBH to support local streamers and say, hey, let's give this man a chair. Let's give this guy a chair. What you're saying is that a pool stream is out of the question? I don't have a swimsuit, unfortunately. Nor a pool, or a hot tub. There's a river. We could be doing a hot tub stream down by the river. I don't know why in my head, but I'm thinking like Chris Farley, but for the new millennium. Chris Farley, but as a YouTube streamer or Twitch streamer. Just get a green towel. Mud, are you saying I should get a green towel? What topic of conversation is this? What are we doing? How are we here? We're supposed to be playing Enter the Gungeon. But Mud, are you saying I should get a green towel, wrap it around myself like I was at the beach, and then use like maybe like a software program to edit out the towel and replace it with something else? Because it's possible we could do that, I suppose. I don't have a green towel, I've got a red one. I'd advise against swimming in rivers, says Bubonic Lettuce. Certain rivers in certain areas, yes. Yeah, chroma key it. Ed Weirda says, I hate that anytime I think of hot tubs, I can only think of Hot Tub Time Machine. That's a problem? I think you got life figured out there. It's fluid, says Mud. Well, yeah, that is a river, congratulations. Rivers are usually cleaner than still water, right, says Murder Dog. For the most part, that is correct. You know, as long as you don't have, you know, runoff into the river, you'd be better off in a river than you would be in, like a standing pond or even like a small lake or something like that. And as long as it's maintained, you'll be okay. You know, just look at your local advisories. You know, if there's signs that say don't swim here, dangerous amoebas. If you're in a southern state, in a warmer climate, then yeah, standing pools of water can be a little bit more hazardous. But if you have like cold flowing water, there's almost no reason to really suspect there would be any issues with swimming in it. Just don't drink the water. You know, never drink unfiltered water. I wouldn't even trust those filters that you bring along so that you can filter water while you're like out hiking or camping or anything like that. I'm sure they work fine, but there's something about it that it's like, well, I if the product doesn't work as advertised, I will get sick. There's what I'm looking for. I hate that it's Fight Saber though, but oh well. Lake Michigan is good for swimming if it weren't so damn cold, says Bubonic Lettuce. Unfortunately for me, I'm also a terrible swimmer. Like, I would probably just straight up drown if I tried to swim in any standing body of water, so I don't swim that often. Not even those funny straws that have filters built in. What a scam. Do those not work? I don't know. I haven't looked up the research into straw filters. Well, we're gonna probably have to get the old crest, so. Let's fight the boss. Hey, Nito! Lord of the Dead, welcome. How you doing? Cult of the Lamb videos? Yep, they've been going up on YouTube. There was like a day where I didn't have one, but they're going up. Why don't you like the Fight Saber? Fight Saber's a weird weapon. It's unbelievably strong and powerful, but it's also just like a bit dull. It's a bit dull because if you want to win a run, you just use the Fight Saber against all your boss fights. You'll never get hit, reflect all the bullets, do a bunch of damage, have essentially infinite ammo. It's kind of just been like a, weird, dull weapon just because it is so strong. It's why I don't take Finished Gun, because with Finished Gun you can just, easily kill all the bosses. It's why I don't take a lot of, or it's why I don't use a lot of the high-powered items, and it's the reason why I don't use the rat items that often. Although I actually think Elementaler is not that good. Too many underestimate the strength of flowing rivers, says Dare Nunu. Flowing rivers can be really dangerous. Well, I'm not saying jump into the rough rapids. As long as it's, gentle flowing water, you'll be fine, probably, as long as you can swim. A day, it's been like 3. I've got at least one going up today, don't worry about it. I think you are right, though. I think it was a couple of days of a lull in Cult of the Lamb. Actually, it was a couple of days of a lull of Into the Breach. I had an Into the Breach run campaign that was in the middle of the Cataclysm Squad, and I guess I just forgot to upload those videos to YouTube as well. So I'm gonna have to, those are going up today as well. So Into the Breach will be continued. Cult is gonna be continued today. So don't you worry about it. I'm on top of it. Sometimes. We good? We good. I didn't know it reflected bullets. I thought it just destroyed them. Yeah, Fight Saber reflects. There's the rolling eye, that reflects. There's a Huntsman. The Huntsman breaks bullets. It does not reflect the bullets. So you might have been thinking of the Huntsman weapon. Potion of Lead Skin reflects bullets. The Trident breaks them. So I think that just about covers all of the bases there. Okay, please get away from me. Heart, was there still one to get? If you're talking about on the last floor, the heart that was in the room with the brown chest, it requires a key to access, so I didn't have an extra key. If there was another heart that I missed, then I just literally didn't see it, because I'm a bit blind in both eyes. You don't normally get 3 on this room. I bring it up every time it happens, which is how you know that it doesn't happen that often. But I will say we've gotten very lucky on the HP drops already. We've got a ton of money to show for our efforts. Huh. Got him. Does Yo Mama reflect bullets? Asks Rainbow Zombie Man, #burned. How you doing, zombie? What's going on? Casey reflects too. You're right about that, but that's a little bit more of an active reflection. Well, I mean, I guess the fight saber is an active reflection. You gotta reload the gun, but it's definitely harder with the Casey. But you are correct, technically correct. Can't wait for the videos. I've got something to watch while building Legos, says Anastasia. You have Lego sets? Do you have anything cool? I love Legos. I had, when I was very, very young and growing up, some like 3D Lego sets. It's kind of like a 3D puzzle or something like that. I forget exactly what it was because it was so damn long ago. I have only a vague recollection of it, but those things were the best. But Legos are freaking expensive these days. I will say, if you have like nerdy friends and you don't know what to get them for like Christmas or their birthday, figure out what they're interested in and get them a Lego set around that. Get them like a Harry Potter themed castle if they love Harry Potter. They'll love you. Because everyone freaking loves Legos. Anastasia says, I ordered an Apollo 11 rocket and an ISS model a few days ago. I guess they arrived, or they're going to arrive. That seems kind of fun. An Apollo 11 rocket. Which one was that? That's the one that actually landed properly, right? That wasn't Apollo 13? I forget which of the Apollo missions actually landed. I'm not a nerd. Like some people I know, nerds. Challenge complete. Where's my Abe Clancy Lego set? What would the Abe Clancy Lego set be? Just like the Gungeon? Dude, actually, why not a Gungeon themed Lego set? Divonic Lettuce says Challenger exploded. Why'd you have to bring that up? Of course I know the Challenger exploded, and the Apollo 13 was the one that had to orbit and then come back because of power issues, I think. Apollo 11 was the first one on the moon, I think. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Yeah, it also starred Tom Hanks. Ah, yes, famous astroneer, Tom Hanks. Tom Banks. I thought my gun was upside down for a minute there. Let's go and fight the boss, shall we? I gotta say, flak bullets are really good for dealing with these missiles. You just shoot and then all the random ass flak shots will just break them. That was insanely easy. Didn't Challenger have a bunch of teachers on it? I think there was like one, yeah. What was that horror movie with the little bugs on the moon killing the astronauts? Apollo 13. Little bugs on the moon killing astronauts. Bugs on the moon. Bugs on the moon killing astronauts. I don't know. I can't comprehend what you could be referring to. They find out the moon is infested with spiders and they hungry. Starship Troopers. Killer Tomatoes. Man, I should watch Starship Troopers. It's a great film. I haven't seen it in so long. Do like a video night or something. Figure out what streaming service it's on and do a showing night of it. Watch party, that's the word for it. Mud says, I'm doing my part. The core is what made me the man I am today. Yeah, sure, laser rifle. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. All right, I'll take Tangler ammo. You got me. Barta Bobrich says moon trap. Here's the deal. I love both science fiction and horror. So a science fiction horror film about spiders in the moon sounds exactly up my alley. So now if I knew the name of the movie and if it was easily accessible and available, I'd probably watch it. It's part of the reason why I love games like Dead Space. It's got that horror sci-fi element to it. What's your favorite movie? Asks Murder Dog. I don't really have a favorite movie. I haven't seen a lot of movies recently. I haven't seen a lot of TV recently. Yo, dual wield. And I will admit, I just don't know. I like good movies. You know, I love the Alien franchise. They're a lot of fun. I bring them up all the time. Hey, Bronx Bomber, welcome. Gunfire's DLC tomorrow. I might have to take a look at it. We haven't played much Gunfire since we played, you know, like 2 runs of it a month ago, but it was fun. Cigarettes. This could very well be a cigarette run. Okay, please fire these things forward. God, I hate Table Tech Rocket. I think I got none of them with the rockets. I mean, I did miss one of them. I shot it in the wrong direction, but like still. I think that some of these rockets would actually land. Horror sci-fi games are really cool. They are! Because you can have, like, anything you want. You can make up any sort of, logic or reasoning behind it. You can have existential horror in a sci-fi environment. It's so cool. Anyone ever play Prey? I never finished it. But I did play it on my own, just, you know, for personal satisfaction a long time ago. But Prey was a lot of fun. Prey being one of those games where it's kind of like a System Shock or a BioShock or whatever, or you know, you are in a location. You have kind of free roam over it, although there is like a path that you're supposed to be following. You upgrade your skills, like you want to be a doctor or a hacker or a shooter or whatever, and then you progress through the game. You learn the secrets about what's going on. You uncover the mystery of the world that you're in. was good. I don't know why I never finished it. I guess I have a tendency to not finish games. I have a tendency to play games until I discover all of the like mechanics of the game, and then I kind of stop because I've gotten my enjoyment out of it. I understand what the game has to offer, and I've made my opinion on it at that point, and then I'm kind of just done. It's very lazy, I think. Oh my lord, we got some good stuff. I feel like it is a little bit lazy. You're better off not finishing it. The ending was a bit lackluster. I still feel like I should at some point, but I'd have to replay the game at this point. I'm always wary of dead end rooms because everyone always tells me to check the dead end rooms. Check this dead end room for a secret room? Fine, I'll freaking check the dead end room for a secret room. I like the ending. Arcane never disappoints. Oh, my black hole wore out. I do like the that studio. They did a good job with it, I think. And it was a fun game. You've got to be very skilled to be able to fire 2 pistols at the same time and constantly reload them. It's like any video game ever where you have a dual wield system and like you're whipping around 2 pistols reloading them at the same time. It's like, how the heck can you do that? You know what it reminds me of? Kind of reminds me of Resident Evil 7, where, spoilers, you lose your arm and you're reloading a pistol with one hand and you just have like a bloody stump floating in front of you as you're reloading it. It's like, surely that man is in a lot of pain and shock. I don't think he could possibly reload it. But there he goes, reloading away. Let's go cigarettes. It's fun. Oh, I don't have enough money for that. Well, hopefully we'll get a lot of key drops out of this because I am gonna go a little low, but I am gonna keep the cigarette item. It's gonna be this and, I don't know. Tangela? Why not? Ed Weirdo says, I saw the video today about the turtles dying into the black hole and I just got war flashbacks. Well, hopefully we'll be okay as long as I don't have any turtles in this run. What was it last run? Last run we had the turtle synergy again. Very surprising, but very good. I'm playing Deathloop at the moment. They up their combat a lot, says Connie. I'm looking forward to what they come up with next. I'm gonna be honest, I never played Deathloop. And I don't want to. And I think the reason why is because I understand the thematic puzzle they're going for there with the whole time loop situation. You're playing the same moment in time over and over again. But in my head, I can't help just feel like I've seen this gameplay before. You know, I played Dishonored. Feels like Dishonored. You have superpowers and you can slow down time. It's like Dishonored or Fallout or one of those games. It just doesn't seem unique enough to warrant $60. Maybe I'm missing out though, I don't know. Great value for 30, says Connie. That and Prey both being financial failures was probably devastating to them, says Murder Dog. Didn't they fall back to making mobile games after Deathloop was a financial failure? Whoops. Yeah, my understanding as well is that Deathloop didn't perform as well as they wanted it to. Yeah. Prey, the thing about Prey is that I actually found Prey to be a fantastic, wonderful experience. I just have a tendency not to finish games. But Deathloop felt like it was gonna be a failure because I don't think it really did much to differentiate itself from other similar games. The time loop mechanic just seemed like a gimmick more than it actually really helped the overall gameplay that much. Like, sure, the plot might be that you are stuck in a time loop and you're not reliving memories, but you're making new memories, but everyone else is, basically has their memories wiped every day. But it just didn't seem like that really would change the gameplay of Deathloop at all, which meant that the overall gameplay of Deathloop was going to be just like any other experience, like Dishonored or Fallout, where you get time slowdown, a bunch of guns, solving puzzles, colorful dialogue, stuff like that. Just wasn't unique enough. But Prey, what I liked about that was the whole sci-fi element of it. You are in space on a space station, and you don't know what's going on. There are mimics running around the space station, and they could be anything. They could be the chair that you sit in. They could be the coffee cup on the table. And there's a little bit of like, prop hunt. There's a little bit of like prop hunt in Prey, because at any moment in time you could walk into a room and then the painting on the wall comes to life. And I think that's extremely funny and very interesting and a unique kind of gameplay thing. And then the other Typhon monsters show up and then you're terrified. Yeah, and then you get like terrifying stuff showing up as well. But the interesting gameplay element, I thought, was that there were mimics. That's a right, Table Tech Rocket. That's it affects how you play the game and how you feel about your environment. But Deathloop didn't have anything like that, in my opinion. Again, I never played it myself, but it being a time loop doesn't change the gameplay. You're still running around shooting people with power-ups. And we've seen that to death. Having to struggle to survive on a space station in the middle of nowhere where the health kit on the ground could bite you is very, very interesting. It's unique and it adds a very, real element of fear. I imagine the idea is that you're supposed to try to make the player paranoid, and I think that succeeds at doing that when you don't understand what's happening around you and you are surprised when things jump out at you. Abe Clancy reviews video games that he's never played. Anyways. Apparently Deathloop requires you to do things in a certain order to beat it, like Groundhog's Day. My understanding is that Deathloop has multiple game endings, and you can choose your ending depending on whether or not you have discovered all the secrets, do things in the correct order, all that good stuff. Because Deathloop takes place in one day. The game is divided into times: morning, afternoon, evening, and night. And there's certain things that you can only do at certain points in the game in certain areas at certain times. So you have to plan your route so that you can complete certain objectives. Which seems cool, but again, never played it. This guy has a massive cannon. It looks like he has a huge gun. And my gun! I can't tell when he's gonna shoot, which is a problem because his gun is so big. But he's dead. Honestly, I didn't care if it didn't bring anything new. The setting and dialogue and music was enough, says Kanye. An intermediate game. You gotta figure out how to get to the most people in the same place at the same time. Oh, get the most people to the same place at the same time. Okay. I get it. Aged Bell. I don't think there's anything I want to steal. So what I'm gonna do is probably just sell the bell. I want to keep that coolness factor getting higher. So we'll sell the bell, and we will sell the Derringer, and we will sell the T-shirt gun, and we will sell the plague pistol, and we will sell the shotgun, and we'll keep everything else. You know, we'll sell the M1. I'm not going to use it. All right, now we got a ton of money. And 1 key. And you know what? I'm gonna open up the chest. Well, wasn't really worth it, but that's okay. Let's get out of here. Murder Dog says, I loved Dishonored 1, 2 was good, Prey was also quite good, didn't play Deathloop. Aranistan, welcome to the stream. Play the shooting game, says Ed Weirdo. The shooting game? Did I not oh my god, I forgot to play Gunsling Man's gun game, didn't I? And I forgot the rat key. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Not really. I'm not really that sorry. Whatever. You know, other than, or rather, let me rephrase. In addition to possibly not getting enough money to get the rat key, there's a reason why I don't try to do rat streaks, and it's because half the time I will probably just forget to go and do the rat floor, like I do all the time. Oh, Lord. Whoops. Well, it's definitely a waste of money to have the, rat key and then not actually spend it, but oh well. What I need is I need a pop-up that says, are you sure you want to go down to the next floor? You have the rat key. Or hell, just make it so that there's just like a familiar there saying, hey, you forgot this, and this on the floor. Or maybe I just need to not be dumb and forget so much. That could work as well. F. I got stuck on the wall. Man, this guy looks like he has very huge calves when he's walking around and he's turned into a rectangle. Like he's stomping. Stomp, stomp, stomp. What a shortcut. But says you're not dumb. I beg to differ. You alive? Oh, you were frozen. It's hard to notice sometimes. All right, I love that. I don't know why I can push them all at the same time. Does it work on the other side too? Yep, they like clip into each other a little bit. That's funny. All right, it's gonna take freaking forever. This is a weird room. I always think that these are bugs. Like, cause why is there just like a little hole between these walls? It makes no sense. I don't get it. It's not for you to get, Abe. Yeah, it's possible. What the heck? Still breaking the game after gazillion hours, says Connie. Well, I mean, that's not really breaking the game. That's noticing that in that room, the tables clip into each other. Breaking the game is, you know, crashing, getting multiple of the same items out of chests, getting unbelievably broken combinations, looping with infinite clones. You can blame Ogrim for that one, though. Whatever happened to that dude? I haven't seen him in a while. You know, I hate to say it, but it's one of the negatives about getting close to chat, being familiar with people, recognizing people by name and personality. You start to notice when people aren't here. You know, like, what the heck happened to Ogrim? Where is he? Did he, like, get run over by a car? Did he leave me? Did he leave me for another streamer? What did I do wrong? And you just have to hope that dude is doing all right. Ogrim, this runs for you, man. Wherever you are. Quark says, that's called caring, Abe. Yes, caring about my bottom dollar. No, but I hope you're okay, dude. Don't leave us, man. I'm gonna buy the key. I'm gonna open up this chest. I'm gonna see what we get. Membrane. Well, I mean, with flak shots, it's okay. I thought there was a flak shot synergy, but it might be with something else. Duct tape, duct tape, duct tape, duct tape. Flame hand and the sling. You think we can get enough damage to like one-shot a boss? It's possible. Let's give it a shot. So it's going to be sling onto flame hand. I doubt we're gonna have that amount of damage right now, but maybe in the future we will. You gotta remember, how this works is every time your shot bounces, or rather, okay, let me rephrase. For the sling, oh right, it's also random damage output. Every time you shoot, it applies a random damage bonus to your shot. And with oh my god. With the flame hand, every time you shoot it, it applies a random damage bonus to your shot. The sling, whenever it bounces, deals double damage. So if you can get a high roll on the random damage and you bounce the shot, that slingshot can do a ton of damage. There you go. I finally phrased it slightly incorrectly, as opposed to mostly incorrectly. Fight saber with anything, balloon gun. I'm not gonna duct tape the fight saber just because I don't want it. But the flame hand could be an extremely powerful weapon for us. And are we done with the floor? 113 credits, yes we are. Any more HP? Nope. So yes, we want to... Zisa says, I prefer the synergy to turn everything round. That is a fun synergy. I don't get that nearly as often as I would like. There's a chest up there. We'll get it later. The thing that we need now is more damage, because if we get more damage, we might be able to turn the flame hand sling into a one-shot boss killer. And it's actually not that hard to do. It's just random due to the flame hand applying a random damage bonus to your shots. So for instance, Like, that only took a few slingshots. A lot of them missed, which was why it took so long, but it didn't take many slingshots to kill that Fusilier. If we can get more damage and then a lucky roll, we might be able to hit 1,000 damage per sling. Words, yay. Let me try one more time. The sling does a lot of damage. Whenever it bounces, it does double damage. Bouncing bullets would be very helpful, so we can get more bounces out of it. The flame hand. Whenever you fire it, it does random damage. It says 2d6 plus int mod when you pick it up. I don't know if that's the actual like damage rolls, if it's 2d6. So upwards of 2 to 12. I don't know. I also don't know what the intelligence of the convict is. You'd have to think that running a crime ring, you'd have to be pretty smart for that. But because we've duct taped the weapons together, now the damage bonus is applied to the sling, so it's going to be real freaking strong. And that's the rub. Goodbye, chicken. Goodbye, chicken. Yeah, take laser rifle ammo. Laser rifle's a really nice weapon. It's good and fun to use. Oh no, I've turned into a chicken. Well, the A key would have been a nice pickup on like floor 1. On floor 5, it's kind of not worth anything. Yo, how many totem poles have we found on this run so far? I think we've only seen the one, which is a bit unfortunate, but we still have the entirety of Bullet Hell, and I should really do the entirety of Bullet Hell because I think you can fight a couple if you're lucky. In my head, I know of at least one in that one hub room that has like one of every big enemy. Or like 3 gun nuts. 2d6 plus int is the damage of the flame hand spell in D&D. That is correct. But in Gungeon, I don't know if it actually rolls 2d6. I have read that 2d6 plus int mod in Gungeon is -1 as the bullet, so apparently the bullet's dumb. I don't know how accurate that is, but I have read that on the wiki. But yeah, I don't know what the actual damage roll is of the flame hand. I just know that it's random. It's random. Oh my god, I love turning the big enemies into chickens. Alright, let's do this Dragon. What are we gonna use? Well, I guess we'll use the flame hand. That's why we got it. So I'm just trying to like bounce as many of these shots into the dragon in case one of them has that massive damage bonus that'll kill it. But I don't think we're at the amount of damage that we need, because as you're noticing, none of these shots are killing the dragon in one shot. We're doing a lot of damage though. Like that was a big bullet, that would have probably done it. Also, I don't have any more ammo, so. Oh, no, I do. I tried to reload it, but it didn't work. Still very effective. I mean, the sling would have just been effective enough. And don't forget that we do have the... Oh, I did lose my ammo now. Why do I keep losing ammo? Like, I can't reload bullets. Oh, now I can reload bullets in this. Oh, you know what? Dodging is doing it. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I press the reload button and it doesn't reload. It's weird. But then sometimes when I dodge roll, rolling reload puts one bullet back into the sling or something. I don't know. E. All right. Anything of value in the shop? Ammo? Sure. E? Sure. I'm very curious to see how many of those gun totem poles we're gonna do on this run. I hope it's a lot. We need to finish them off. Void core cannon? Yeah, why not? Kill the boss, kill the dragon, kill the mini boss, rather. Let's get out of here. Yo, I just now noticed that the dragon and the mini boss have different icons. Because this is the normal boss icon, isn't it? And this, I guess, is the dragon boss icon. I never picked up on that before. I never did. Freaking blind Abe Clancy over here, jeez. Not noticing the simple, trivial stuff. Freaking blind as a bat over here. Oh, dude, Mud sent me a screenshot of the wiki. It actually is a 2d6 roll. That's fun. Yo, thank you for that, Mud. Yeah. That's pretty cool that it actually is a 2d6 dice roll. I mean, that's what I would have expected because it fits thematically, you know? This game is filled with little jokes like that and Easter eggs. I'm trying to just like look at something. I guess the idea is if it is a dice roll, 2d6, I'm very curious how that actually correlates to the sling damage bonus. Like, is it multiplying the damage bonus of the sling by 12 if you roll a 12? I don't have time to fully read the wiki or open up the Gungeon code base right now. I'm in the middle of the run, but now you got me thinking about it. I know that with the charge shot, it has more bounces than the sling, so the charge shot is also... Dude, I have the charge shot. We should have... Oh my god. I should have duct taped the charge shot. Oh, you know what? We just picked it up on the last floor, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Well, if we had the charge shot, we should have duct taped the charge shot into the flame hand, because it would have had more bounces and theoretically done more damage. Get 'em, bees. You're the bee's knees. Work says, I know we're still in Enter the Gungeon, but I'm very excited for the next XCOM poster to drop. I gotta admit, it's been a while since I've had a laugh like that. It's been a while since I've had a laugh that just, it hits your funny bone in the right way and just makes you want to cry. It feels so good sometimes. All right, ammo for, let's take it for the laser. Maybe we'll get a full ammo drop for the Sweet. Maybe we can get a full ammo drop for the Tangla. Had to remember what gun we were using. You know what? No rockets for you. It's, I was just gonna break the chest. That's why you always look. Look first, shoot later. Yo, Void Core. I do love the Void Core synergy. I love being able to just get free ammo. Although I'm pretty sure that the Void Core that rotates you doesn't get any of your like damage bonuses or anything, but it's still like more than good enough. You know, I said I'm not gonna use the Fight Saber because it's a little strong. At least this is like a synergy, you know, I had to work for it, except it didn't really work at all for it, just kind of fell into my lap, but still. Void Core, it's the poor man's beholster synergy, says Connie. I mean, I actually think it's better because what's weird is I'm pretty sure the beholster synergy uses the ammo from your other guns when they shoot. This one does not use the ammo from the Void Core cannon. It's just a free gun. So weirdly, it's actually better than the beholster synergy because it's free. Wrong direction. You can tell it's the wrong direction because about 2 rooms in, you find that hallway. I should have just backed up, but I was, I don't know, just lazy, slow. Where are you? Hey, Jalvin Fenrir. Welcome to the stream. Finally found time to catch you. Been loving the XCOM so far. Well, if you did you come from YouTube? Because there's only 1 episode. Well, at this point in time, there's 2. I love XCOM. XCOM's a fun game. I really just wanted to play more of it. I am actually thinking that if people have fun with XCOM 2, I would be willing to try out the Long War 2 mod when I'm done with this current campaign, or maybe like take a break and then come back to it later. For a much harder experience. Is Long War for XCOM 2 as well? Well, they made their mod for XCOM 2, so Long War 2 is a lot longer, harder, with significantly more balance changes and more items, more research, more levels of technology. It can be an extremely, as the name implies, long war. But from my understanding, the Long War 2 mod for XCOM 2 is focused a lot more on actually playing like you're in guerrilla combat. Like you're not supposed to kill all the enemies, you're supposed to just get in and get out. It's like that one mission we had in XCOM 2 where I didn't shoot my gun, but I won. It's a lot more of that, like sneaking around, being a sneaky boy. Dun 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 dun. There we go. Looking for you, you freaking Joker. Long War 2 is nice because it had official support from Firaxis. Yeah, when XCOM 2 came out, Firaxis gave the developer of the original Long War mod, Pavanis, I think was their company name. They gave them access to XCOM 2 early so that they could start working on modding before the game had even been released, because Long War kept XCOM Enemy Unknown in the gamer consciousness. The mod came out and people were playing more XCOM as a result, and people were loving the mod and they wanted to get more of it. And then when XCOM 2 was announced, people were like, oh, we're so excited. We're excited to see how this game compares and how it plays. So they, you know, they definitely played that angle. Which is totally understandable. I mean, if someone creates a very popular mod for your video game, which revitalizes interest, you know, you'd be an idiot not to try to take advantage of that and get even more eyes on you or your sequel coming out. Free eyes and goodwill, what's not to love? I mean, can you say it's goodwill? Because, you know, they would clearly did this with a business eye on it. You know, they wanted more people to buy their product. You know, they didn't turn their company into a non-profit and then donate all their proceeds to charity. They didn't do that goodwill. Their goodwill was, make us a mod. It'll help us to sell more copies, and we'll give you a cut. Or rather, we'll just pay you for your work, probably. It's goodwill. It is good. But, you know, just keep it in perspective. I'm not saying they're evil. I'll save that for, you know, Google, Microsoft, and Apple. And I don't know, maybe Amazon, maybe Jeff Bezos. Anyways. Hey, good Gungeon run, very strong. We had a lot of good weapons and items, I like it. But they didn't pull a Nintendo either with cease and desist. I don't know, could they? They invited them onto the project, how could they cease and desist them after the fact, you know? Anyways, excuse me. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more tech. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of XCOM. Oh my god! Enter the Gungeon, I'm out.